Hey Cancer, welcome to Intention 1111. I wanted to say thank you for everybody who sent messages to check up, and I appreciate you guys thinking of me. I've been taking this business in a little bit different direction, so I've been working on that. Wanted to say new subscribers, welcome. People who've been there since day one, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it a great deal. So, if you'd like to book a read, there's some new options listed in the description box below. Same for live, same for pre-recorded. There's some other options down below if you're interested in those. You can still reach me at thejezebelway at gmail.com for now until I have my business email up and running. Then I'll be redirecting everybody there. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you feel compelled to do so. How's everybody feeling after the Sagittarius new moon? I know I feel a lot lighter, more clarity, things like that. Let me know your experience in the comments below. Let's see what we got for Cancer for the month of June. It's almost your birthday, Cancer. Feeling a little bit restless, Cancer. You've got wind, change. You feel a change in the air. Also, just now, thought process of there may be someone blowing back into your world that there may be somebody blowing back into your world that may be making you feel restless. 3, alignment. 6 and 7, 3, alignment. I'm sorry, 4, balance. My math skills aren't working out today. Sorry. There's something here about alignment, and something also here about balance. Bring something together into balance. So here you have, there's a little bit of darkness here and something that's coming back around. Something that's sneaking back up on you, maybe that now is kind of like the final battle. You know, you put it down or you keep letting it make its way back in, right? And it's not as if it feels like it's a meant to be situation that it's making its way back in. It kind of feels more like a lesson. Okay, I'm going to put this to bed for once and for all, okay? This keeps happening. I keep going back through this cycle. I'm going to put this to bed for once and for all. The Passion card came out in the reverse. I don't think you're feeling a passion for this situation anymore. It's starting to become an annoyance in your life. 5, for change. It's time to put it down for good. You're not feeling it with the situation anymore. You want to be free of something. So let's see what that is. Also, bringing clarity. This will bring you a lot of clarity. Yes, okay. Transformation, death card. You're ready for a change. Ready for something to change. You're ready for that new beginning. You're tired of being stuck in the same cycle. Whatever it is blowing back into your world, pattern, habit, person, whatever, you're starting to feel like this person or this situation may bring with it a tiny little bit of temptation. And it's like, again, it's like putting it to bed once and for all. Okay. We'll delve into that and see what that is. Yeah, the devil. Yeah, so it is temptation. It is something that you battle or have battled. I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to be like a full blown addiction, so to speak, but this could even be like a karmic issue or a karmic energy returning to the scene, and you're like, oh my God, I've had enough of it. You're not feeling inspired. You don't see a new beginning. You see the same old shit happening over and over again, right? And you don't even want to talk about it. You want to deal with it anymore. Same old shit happening over, same old conversations, same old feeling, You don't have a passion for it anymore. For some of you, this also may be somebody who calls you up whenever they want to, get it, right? This is sexually based some way. For some of you, it may be sexually based. So you feel this energy coming on, right? You feel it. You're like, it's in the air. I know it's coming, right? I can feel it coming on. So you're trying to make a plan about how to combat this before it gets to you. How am I going to cope? What am I going to do? What's my plan when this gets to me? I like that. And so your attitude's going to be, I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm going to put it to bed. It's done. Queen of Swords here is saying, hey, no bullshit. Okay? What are you here for? What do you want? So you're basically going to be treating this like you shall not pass, right? You shall not pass. Interestingly enough, the reads are all starting kind of in the middle of the situation. Sometimes they do that. But I want you to know at the center of your read is the Ace of Swords, right? And it's in the reverse. And so your idea and I think the advice that's being given is not to entertain something that's swinging back around, right? Don't entertain it. Major Arcana, you have the Lovers and the Death card. Something is dead and the Devil. And someone wants to continue to resurrect it, right? It could just be a thought process in your mind, and you could just be like, why do I continue finding myself in this thought process, right? This is not helping me. It's not serving me. So again, you want to put something to bed. You want to elevate out of something. This could have to do with partnership, a lover, or whatever. But you know that it's toxic, right? You know that it's toxic. So Queen of Swords says, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. So let's see. You shall not pass. I've elevated. I've moved past this. I should not have any fear of this anymore. What's going to be my plan? What am I going to do? Right? What's my plan? So let's see kind of what this is about. Oh, mine doesn't even belong in there. Okay. Nevertheless, it was the Empress card. Let's see. Death. Show me death. Show me the death card. Show me the death card. There's an idea of closing out a thought pattern, a behavior, just self-sabotage, or a person that robs you of your happiness and abundance. In a way, I get the feeling like, for some of you out there, you build up to a certain point, you become restless, and you burn it down so you can have the high of rebuilding it again. So it could be self-sabotaging thoughts and behavior, and you're trying to say, look, I don't want to mess this up, right? What's my plan? I know that I'm going to get restless. I know this is going to happen. I know this behavior comes up every now and again for me. What's going to be my plan to combat this? So you're trying to put an end to self-sabotaging behavior, self-sabotaging thoughts. I have a friend who calls, when we talk about twin flame stuff, right? And she calls the obsession, that thing that you go through with them, emotional cutting, right? And this is kind of what I'm getting here. There's some sort of emotional cutting that's happening with you when you self-sabotage. You're trying to keep it at bay. You do not want that tower moment to happen. You're trying to think about solid things. You don't want to juggle anymore, being in two different places. It's like you do something good and then you turn around and sabotage it. Or, for some of you, it could be this person, right? This person sabotages what you do. They could bring an energy with them of lack, of negativity, of the minute they step foot in your world, shit starts going wrong, starts going haywire. You start being broke. Stuff starts breaking. And so pay attention to that energy because you're meant to move away from it. And just because people come into our lives, doesn't mean we got to let them in, especially if they have a tendency to trigger self-sabotage or they bring with them energies that rob your abundance. This is talking about bringing two sides of a self together and looking at other places to cope, right? Developing healthy coping mechanisms. So basically, there's somebody, something, or you're having a self-sabotage moment that you have to overcome. You don't want to allow it to happen again. But you have this plan in mind here, so I want to see what that is. Okay. Show me the 7 of coins. There's an idea here of feeling like you have a piece of yourself that's missing. At one time, you may have felt as though this person was a missing piece of a puzzle, or you were missing excitement, adventure, or something in your life. And so you self-sabotage in order to get that rush. There's something like that happening here. I know this got in a real weird direction, but it's just an idea of self-sabotage. It comes from your past. It comes from your childhood here. You've got the 6 of emotions, which is basically the 6 of cups. You may have not had a very stable childhood. You may have been used to moving from place to place to place. Maybe there wasn't a lot of stability, in your childhood. And so you developed a pattern of restlessness when you're still too long in a place and you feel like something's wrong and you got to leap before something goes wrong. Yeah. So let's see what your plan is, though. I kind of want to see where your plan's going. What's Cancer's plan to combat this self-sabotage? I think you're going to be trying to distract yourself a great deal. I think some of you have mastered the as within, so without belief system. That when you get to this point here where you feel like this part's missing and you gotta act out on it to validate, I think you recognize that that's part of the pattern. And so when you feel that coming on, you're going to be going way within to sort of combat that and distracting yourself a little bit. I think also a lot of you are going to be relying on the help of friends or family. You may be finding yourself gravitating more toward friends and family, or deeply rooting yourself in those situations as a distraction and as a form of support. You've got two paths here, it looks like here. One of lack. To be in lack is to keep acting out on something that signifies instability in the past. Or you can take a new path, right? You're saying here, I can absolutely walk away from this and take a new path. So I think that's what you're going to be doing. That's going to be your plan. The abundance, the single lady here. I don't have to hate my life. I don't have to self-sabotage a good thing. I don't have to self-sabotage what I have going on now in order to fulfill that, enacting that same pattern out over and over again, right? You're trying to look toward your abundance in the moment right now. So let's see what you can expect for the month of June and what's the outcome of this situation. Intuition, you know what you need to do here, it says. You know what this relationship with either yourself or with another person really is. You need to listen to your intuition saying, of course. What can June expect? Listen to yourself. You know when something's coming on. Nurture yourself, love yourself. Queen of Emotions, Cancer here, Queen of Cups. You know what's coming. Sidestep it. You know what's coming. Put your plan in place. You keep looking in the mirror, seeing the same thing reflected back to you. Here we go again. Here we are again. How did this happen again? So implement your plan, Cancer, because it seems kind of like you feel like something's coming on. And you're trying really hard not to self-sabotage. So whatever plan it is that you've implemented here, stick to it. Think about your abundance right now in the moment. Why do you feel the need to self-sabotage when things are going really well? So that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see you later.